By the way, what's happening with you and Jamie in the Abra? You're having an argument about the red card.
I think it's a red card. Do you think it's a red card?
The Caicedo challenge.
This is why I do not.
Luke's back with us, by the way.
I don't understand how VAR works.
It's a red card.
It's just I don't get it.
At the least, it's a booking, right?
It's honestly
A booking, I say yes, but
Sorry.
me seeing it's a booking. It's definitely a booking, but it's not.
Like,
I don't think it's a red card.
It's a red card. Jamie in my ear, it's a red card. It's a red card.
Just because you're screaming it's a red card doesn't mean it's a red card.
Like, it's a red card. And it is.
If you watch,
if that was against on Odegaard, if that was against Arsenal, you'd be saying, "Oh my God!"
I would have been saying they could have killed. They could have killed him.
So yes, but because it's not.
No, I wouldn't. I'll be honest. Like for me, and I'm just talking about my top class Sunday League experience playing football. To me, that's not a red card
for sure. But the game has changed, and what is the most baffling thing about it? No one told him to go and have a look.
Apparently, they checked it.
Well, we just went. Well, did they?
Apparently they checked it.
Well, it didn't look like he went over to the. They might have the quickest check.
Apparently VAR checked it. I don't know how you can physically check that and say, you might have missed something here. Go over to the monitor.
I just think
when they go over on far left.
No intent to play the ball. His legs high.
It's a red card. Romero last year, Jamie says it had more intensity in it. It's a red card.
I think.
Sorry.
I'm watching it back. In my opinion, he comes in, he goes over the ball, and he catches him way above the ankle. And if I just show you the still image there of that,
yeah,
that's
but this is what I'm saying. But you know what it's like when you see it and you slow it down, it looks worse.
Hold on
to me, in real time, it wasn't. It wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I think
what's
the game would flow more.
You're saying it's winding me up.
Game would flow.
The thing that for me, I think it's a red card. I think it's reckless. I think it's potentially a dangerous tackle. But what is confusing about this whole situation is the lack of consistency with these sorts of. Because you would say if I showed you, here, can I have that image?
It's a red card.
If I show you, I hope nobody pops up on Abby's phone here. If I show you that image there, that is above the ankle, studs up, and I would say
play it in real time because he did pull his foot out.
I've seen it in real time.
He did.
Do you want the video?
Yes, I do.
Look, I would say the thing that would confuses football fans is a challenge like that. I think 9 times out of 10 gets given as a red card, and I think the lack of consistency with these situations is what frustrates football fans. Because Abby mentions the Romero incident from last season.
I completely agree. This is why when I come on here and I talk to you about VAR, I promise you, I know it's from an Arsenal perspective, but it's not about Arsenal. It's about the decisions we see week in, week out. And the consistency is crazy. But that one...
So
I agree with you there.
You're saying red, Abby's saying red. Joel, you're saying not a red card.
I'm saying yellow. And do you know what? Where I can agree with Luke is the inconsistencies is what makes it worse. If, for example, you hadn't seen those given like the Romero ones, and maybe, and to be honest with you, I can't remember what Romero's one looks like.
Oh, I've just sent it into the group chat.
Okay,
I think the Romero one looks less aggressive than the Caicedo one.
It's just a follow through.
The Caicedo one catches him probably higher.
Is there a follow through? Yes or no?
No, I think the Romero one. I know. He gets the ball.
I want to see a video. I don't want to see screenshots, please.
Of which one?
I need Romero's one, please.
Oh, I haven't got
Thank you.
But it's like the Curtis
screenshots can be misleading.
I don't know if you have me on.
Yes, it's a red card.
There needs to be intent.
I actually don't know.
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
There needs to be intent. So because it was Romero, and because Romero has a track record of being brash and things like that, there's intent. But when it is someone else,
I haven't said that.
Anywhere
I just said I want to see a video
because
it could be misleading. That's it.
That's not misleading. You just saw it with your own eyes. It's not misleading. You just saw it.
Romero's one.
It's a red card.
No, let's talk about Caicedo's one. Let's talk about Caicedo. Why do you think that's not a red card? You don't think there's enough force? Because I'll be honest, at first, I hold my hands up. I was a bit unsure, but I think looking at it again at half time with a clear head, I think it's reckless. He goes over the ball. He catches him way above the ankle, studs up. And for me, the letter of the law, I would think, in my opinion, that would be a red card. No,
but there's 5 people out there, and we all watched it, and we watched it, and then we saw the replay, and we went, oh, he's in trouble. And that
okay, but in trouble or red card though is
that's
a difference.
A red card. I say he's in trouble.
It's a red card.
I don't really know what the.
I'm sorry, I disagree. The game's gone.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Next weekend, because there will ultimately be this same exact discussion next weekend.
Yes.
And I hope it's in your game. And I hope it's against you, and then let's see what happens.
But this shouldn't be the issue because this is why I struggle with the conversation. because that shouldn't even be
I'm
the
not
topic
like-
of a conversation.
I'm not like that though, Abby.
No, but this is a red card.
I'm not like
This
that
is
because
Spurs fans.
Abby, if you look at
It's a red card. I'm not even having this
when me
discussion. I'm not
and
having
Luke
discussion,
spoke
Neil.
about,
It's a
and
red
this is completely different here, but when me and Luke spoke earlier on about where we had dropped points, I didn't once say, "Oh, our players had been treated bad because we got booked or we got red cards."
But that was your own
That-
fault.
no, but
That's
that-
showing
exactly.
disciplinary.
But I'm
Here
saying,
now.
but a lot of other people would have said
Here we
something.
go. You want it
Go.
in real time? Watch
Now,
it.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, come on.
What do you mean?
That
Oh,
adds
it's
the
a
sound
bad
effects.
tackle. It's a bad.
Look at that.
Oh,
Let's see.
but it's not
Oh,
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Oh, come on.
Seriously?
Come on.
That's not a red card.
Ridiculous.
It's not a red card.
Ridiculous.
Let's see. Look at that. See, there you go. Little
I
miss
think that's
kick.
a reg.
Little miss kick.
I think it's a little more than a
Boom.
miss kick.
Little bit
Scott.
of a miss
Similar
kick.
to
Look, I told you.
it's quite similar to the one about Lallana against you a couple of weeks back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And I think he got away with it because of the ex-teammate. They didn't roll around on the floor on
Interesting.
If you watch
Interesting.
that back, that's quite similar, and they both said the same thing. That should have been a red card, and I agree with that one.
The
They're
intent's
both
different, though, man.
No,
Look at that. He quickly, he didn't follow through.
I
You
think
know,
he does,
he
Joel.
scraped it from the bottom and then
I'm not-
tried to go up and
Look,
then
that's
you
your
know.
opinion. All I'm saying is, and Abby's right. If
And
that
yours is
happens
an
to
opinion
us-
as well, though.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, I'll try and be fair because I'd be a lot incensed, but I could understand why that should be looked at. At least check it. At least let the referee. In
I
those
agree with
situations,
that. At
that's
least
why-
check it.
that's
This is
why
where I don't
and
understand
that's what
VAR.
because I'm not doing this about it should be a red card. I'm doing
Right.
it from a fan because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're watching it going, well, that's a penalty, and then you go, then they don't give it. You're like, am I missing something? Then you start doubting yourself as a fan.
And also
And
on
I-
top of that, if I look back to this exact fixture last year when Romero's got a red card, along with that, Udogie got a red card, it completely changed the game.
But-
so why is that it can't also be a red card
But this
season?
is why. But this is where you're right, though, Abby, because the inconsistencies of the game is what's killing it.
and the rules because
That's why when I said the
thought-
game's gone, that's what
But
I mean. The
as
game's
VAR,
gone.
you say you have to go to the monitor and then leave it up to the referee because there is a decision to be made, yes or no?
I agree.
Decision to be made on it?
Yeah.
Decisions to be made.
I think it should be looked at.
I've
But then if you
I've
look
actually
at-
got more
I wouldn't be
angry.
mad if it
I've
got
got
looked
more
at.
angry over
By the
half time about
referee.
that.
But if you look
On
at the
field.
Udogie
Yeah.
one
Yeah, the
last
VAR
year,
would have looked at
Yeah.
it, wouldn't
the
they?
first one.
Did they?
So
Yes.
Did they?
look, just to confirm, the Premier League match centre have tweeted VAR checked for a potential red card following a challenge by Caicedo on
there you
Sar
go then.
and confirmed the referee's call of no serious foul play.
Rubbish.
And that's exactly
Rubbish.
what I thought.
Rubbish.
It's not serious.
Rubbish.
It's not.
Rubbish.
But then you go back to last year and you go back to the Udogie one where he jumped in 2 foot and he didn't make contact.
Oh, okay.
But then I thought because of the rules of the
2
game,
foot.
no,
Of
if
course
you
you're
jump,
gonna get Rick.
he didn't. That's my point. He didn't.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. That's my issue. His first foul he made way before he even got booked. He jumped in 2 foot.
Yeah.
Did he get a yellow? Yeah, he got
yeah,
a
he
yellow.
did.
And I was like, well, the rules of the game suggest if you jump in 2 foot, which is why earlier on in the season when Lisandro Martinez did that jump in motion challenge, yes, he didn't make contact, but the rules are if you jump in 2 foot and you endanger an opponent,
It's a red card.
It's a red card. So then when they don't give that, you go, well, I don't know what the rule is. So
Yeah,
when you see
yeah,
things
it's
like
true.
that, I think it's a red. But I'm not sure now if it's the wrong decision because the rules are so messed up. Because next week you'll see exactly the same
And
challenge.
then
And it'll be a
And
red
it'll be a
card.
red
And
card.
do you know what
Game's
it'll be?
gone.
It'll be a straight red card.
Yeah.
And it won't even have to go to
And
VAR. It'll be a straight red card.
I-
3
the
game
fact-
suspension,
I-
and I just don't get it.
I think the fact the referee didn't even give me a yellow card would make me think he hasn't even seen it properly.
No.
So
Which is why VAR is in there to go,
and,
listen.
and
You
sure,
then
but
have
you
looked
need
at
to have a
it,
look
and
at
they should
this.
say you need to go to the monitor.
but
I agree with all
but-
of that.
but when
I
they
do
said-
agree with all of that because I think.
Well, no, sorry. Well, hang on. You can't say it's not a red card, but then
And then
you
you
think
backtrack.
No.
the referee should be sent to monitor. Which one is it, Joe?
This is what I think. For me personally, I don't think it's a red card.
Then why
I
is the
think it's a
referee going
yellow.
to be sent to the monitor?
Because if you're not sure, because we're talking about here
Well, the
people
V-
being
V-
sure.
VAR is sure, though.
I'm
They
sure.
said no serious-
I'm sure.
but-
I'm looking at it. I'm sure. But
but
if,
the
for
VAR
example, he's not sure,
But the VAR clearly is sure.
So-
They said no
so
serious
that-
foul play.
well then there you go. It's
There
no,
we go.
it's no red
Yes.
card.
Yeah. So then why? You said he should be sent.
I
to
didn't
to
know,
look
and
at
I'll
it.
be honest with you, Sam. I didn't know at the time that it had gone to VAR. You know, it just looked
Well, no,
like
the VAR
'cause
check
it-
everything.
I didn't
don't
know.
They
Yeah.
check everything.
I didn't
They look at
actually-
everything. They didn't go to VAR.
But I
They
didn't
watched
know.
the whole game.
Okay, but I didn't know because you know normally they stop it. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
but I
so
didn't know.
obviously the bloke sat in VAR.
No, they did check it.
watches
It's super
everything,
quick. That's
but they
why-
check
Oh,
it
okay.
and then they said
Bizarre.
we don't need you to go.
They did,
to go
and
have a
it
look."
was checked so quickly, like Luke's saying.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they had checked
Again,
it.
VAR checked for a potential red card following a challenge by Caicedo on Sar, and they confirmed the referee's call of no serious foul play. Hence why they didn't ask the referee to go and have a look at it.
I mean,
So,
they
mate,
they
they're
said they
they're
checked it. Who knows if they really checked
No,
it?
look, they're in the same camp as you.
Yeah.
The bloke in
No,
VAR
which
agrees
is
with
fine,
you.
and-
He so they're backing you up if you like.
And the most frustrating thing is, once again, we're talking about a VAR decision on the back of which it's been a brilliant 45 minutes of
Great game of football, right?
It's been
Yeah.
brilliant.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.